Hello guys, welcome back to King Tommen Baratheon. Part 6. I've been excited about doing this part. Last time, we left off after, kind of continuing our war with Shireen. Stannis did die, until we had an issue with Cersei. Cersei was, she killed Martin Lannister, and with Kevin as our regent, he obviously attempted to imprison her, which led to a rebellion. Cersei is being backed by a couple of lower lords, although none really threaten us. We have since then been trying to squash this rebellion, and I'd say we're pretty much winning. Board score is low because they control all their holdings, not because they just retook Castamere. And so what we are going to start this episode by doing is leading our newly formed army to battle. Now what we want to do first of all, take out the Stokeworth army, retake Langford Hall, and then, having all our lands, we'll march against the west. It won't be easy. Cersei has a decent army herself, around 11k, and she has good commanders. It's just gonna make this even more exciting. Let's go. Oh, one last thing I forgot to mention. Kevin died in the last episode. He died in battle, and that led us to have a new regent, our wife, Queen Marjorie. Although that won't last long because we are almost of age. Quite excited to end the regency and see how Tommen turns out as a king, how he will rule, and how his traits will affect what he does, what actions he makes, all of that. First and foremost, let's lead our army to battle. I guess we'll crush the Stepstones army. Really have no business being in our land, so let's take them out as quickly as we can. Hagen of King's House and his whole family was exterminated by the White Walkers. Seems none have lived. White Walkers have taken the entirety of the north. They're going to be the big issue, because they're pretty much taking all of the north. Roose is just barely living, because he has Sea Dragon Point, and that's what's keeping him alive right now. It won't last long. Especially with Shireen going in this war the way she is, she's kind of controlling things. And if she wins, I'm not sure if that ends the White Walker invasion, but it won't matter, because the White Walkers will just re-invade. Either way, after defeating our main enemies, we're probably going to have a giant war against the Walkers, which I'm kind of excited about. Battle of Hayford, very minimal casualties to take out their armies. Great. Now to Dalston Keep we go. Lower the speed a little. Ah yes, we still have this fleet of the Iron Throne. Probably wasting us money, isn't it? Let's put them down. Engage them right now. They have a Septon leading their army. They will be squashed. The armies of Stokeworth have been crushed at the Battle of Dalston Keep. High Lordship of the Dreadfort was destroyed. Probably because the Dreadfort fell, yeah. House Forrester is somehow still alive in the middle of all that. Gotta love the Forresters, though Talia's dead. And her husband, she was married to a little, and Pine's End was taken. Makes sense. But yeah, House Forrester's still barely alive. We've won Dalston Keep, losing a couple of men. Nothing really major. Now let's go to retake Langford Hall. It's a decent amount of men, but we're still going to assault them. There you go, we lost 100. Inquisitive, curious, and friendly, I always am first to greet strangers. Hi, what's your name? Gain straight gregarious. Well, that's great, because I was already turning out a pretty good diplomat, and I'm training in diplomacy. So it's working out well so far. You seem to be very interested in the garments the courtiers are wearing, yet not in the usual lustful way. You are actually interested in the fabrics themselves, not just what's underneath them. This is interesting. I lost curious, which gave me 1 learning, for fashionable, which gives me more diplomacy. Now Loras hasn't really, he's fashionable too. He hasn't exactly taught me sword fighting as I wanted him to. been my guardian for about half a year now. Not a long time. But he could have taught me something, I guess. Time to march against the west. March towards Casterly Rock, hoping to find their army. Actually, if Shireen's forces don't... Ooh, my mother, Lady Paramount Cersei Lannisters, tried to have Sir Harry Swift at Cornfield arrested, but failed to apprehend him. Sir Harry saw the futility in rebellion, however, and has traveled to Casterly Rock to seek justice in person. He didn't see much justice, did he? Just got imprisoned. You should have joined me, Harry's. Could have done great things. His daughter obviously was married to Kevin. Shireen, yeah, they're gonna be long gone by the time you make it up there. I just have to... Who's in charge of Fang Tower, actually? Gregor's dead. Oberyn Martell, yeah, Robert Strong, he's with us. He's the one who lives now. New commanders needed. Charles Bracken. Good man. There they are. Being led by a good commander. Is that Sir Lionel? Who's Sir Lionel? I feel like I know him and he's a really good commander. Or is he just some new guy? Ah, Lionel Frey. Ah, he's a direct leader and a battlefield terrain master. But he's not really... He's not great. We have better commanders than that. And the Lady Leslin of Saltpans. She's a little better, but she won't take charge. We'll meet them. Probably gonna end up being Pink Maiden. Do they have a defensive advantage there? It's plains, but I'm not sure if that river affects us moving. It might. Regency for King Tommen of the Iron Throne is ended. My wife obviously is still pregnant. Rough diplomat. Didn't end too bad. Well, so Tommen ended up fashionable, honest, charitable, and gregarious. I think carousing might be his thing. You know, very gregarious and honest man. He wants to talk to people. That's what we're gonna do right now. How's Marcella doing, by the way? Still fine. Edric Storm is a Lord Paramount. We do have subdivisions, don't we? Where's the Red Keep Army? Okay, we have a subdivision here which can be led by Nicholas Saul. Why not? Apparently they have no defensive bonus. We could wait in Stony Sept, actually. Wait, let them suffer attrition and lose men in the siege, and then charge them. Give it a couple seconds. Oh, that's bad. Well, they're still losing men because the Strong Song and Saltpan's men are withdrawing, but the Harroway's Town men are joining. Either way, as long as they leave, I will be happy. Let's charge before the reinforcements get there. We'll hit them right before the reinforcements get there. Hopefully that'll be enough. Come on. So an opening and I took it. Their center is pretty much routed. This flax being the closest battle horse Redwine against Davin Lannister. Davin's an unyielding man. He's doing well. He's going to be worrying because he's unyielding. We'll keep him in a little longer. And meanwhile, Forley Prester. He's an aggressive leader, so he's going to lose some points in defense. The defender regained them. King Tommen, after listening to the advice of a group of my bannermen led by Lord Morgan Buckle of Antlers, hereby enact a series of laws empowering my council to act and vote on matters pertaining to the governance of the High Lordship of Duskendale. Signed, Lord Robert of the House Riker. I see. It seems Buckwell is kind of forcing Riker's hand. Right at the center. Come on, move on to one of the sides. Routed their left flank, and the right flank is routed as well. Reinforcements got there, but too little, too late. We have won the battle. Lord Jarman of Adderdale has joined us. Jarman Wagstaff. I've had a daughter, stillborn. Taya Lannister. Words fail me. I've become depressed. The death of my only child. Stillborn. Sad day in the life of Tommen Lannister. Baratheon, I meant Baratheon. Okay, so we finished off the Lannister armies. The Sarsfields are joining us against Stannis. That will also take their men out of the Lannister army, which is good. Valemen are here as well. How large is Casterly Rock? Ooh. Does the Vale have more men that I just don't see or something? No, you don't. You have nothing. God. Oof. Malisters don't exactly have a large amount either. You know what? Yeah, go siege Lannisport. That's what I'm going to ask my allies to do. Meanwhile, my army will make way to Castamere. See if we can take that piece of land, which will take away the bonus they're getting. What have they taken from? Scorched Vale and Blackwood? Blackwood Vale fell. That's right, strong side. Scorched Vale fell to Harroway's Town. Those are the worries. A new Lord Commander has been chosen on the Bowen Marsh, really? For whatever reason, the Night's Watch is in Sea Dragon Point, appears. There are men here? Weird. Well, what happened to Jon? Oh yeah, Jon Snow left. Forgot. Jon the Just. He's fighting beside Shireen as a legitimized Stark. Forgot all about him. Look at Jon Snow, huh? He did marry Val. They had a daughter, Peggy Stark. She's weak, though, somehow. Winton Stout died. No idea where they elected the old knight. Lucifer? Oh, yeah. Cruel Lucifer. Sounds... where have I heard that before? Bowen Marsh is not going to be a good Lord Commander, but... Go on. Yeah, go ahead. What do you have to lose? You don't even have control of the wall. I feel like I should take a... Yeah, let's make a temporary council. Maybe... Nah, I don't want 2 Slints on the council. It's not shabby. Jotho Slint is quite a good treasurer, though. Yeah, it has to be Raymond Tyrell. Didn't we name him last time? Pretty sure we named him. Master of Coin. Anyways, let's name a temporary council. High Admiral. Someone near the sea. Someone of importance. Who will decide on the fleet of the Iron Throne? We need someone. Lord Macy, how about you? Name you High Admiral. Advisors, Lord Bracken. And my good wife, Queen Marjorie. She will advise me on my council. I could see Tommen doing that. Did they fall in love already? No? Still see him doing that. Getting advice from the wife, taught him for the past year. The Lannisters are running, meanwhile. They're going to Lannisport. That's great. Want Lannisport. It's kind of the second best thing, if Castle Rock falls. Lord Leicester Trent's treason is one thing, but that a Trent stands beside the Iron Throne, carrying the very sword sworn to defend your life. Can Sir Meryn be trusted to honor his vows before his family? Does Tommen trust Meryn Trent? He's certainly loyally for a couple of years. He's an honest, charitable, gregarious man. He's not going to kill him, I don't think. I don't see him taking him to the cells because he hasn't done anything. I think he trusts him a little more. He's the Knight of the Kingsguard. We'll do his duty, and I have become trusting. Great. That's diplomacy. Always good. Will that suspect the bastard thing ever wear off? No. We are suffering quite a bit of attrition. Iron King Victorian. That was great. Castamere has fallen. Can siege out the remainder of it. But I don't think there's much point. What we might do is march the Blackwood Vale, retake that, probably retake Scorched Vale, and then search out for the Lannister armies, while the Valemen go on and siege stuff. So let's go to Blackwood Vale, just taking Castamere. Gets some nice gold and gives us a nice little bit of land under control, so that's Cersei Kent. Get that giant bonus. There she is. Going a Pink Maiden. Raymond Tyrell, my master of coin, has expressed a desire to get married and has asked for my permission to find a suitable spouse. Marry as you please, Raymond. Who's he married? Cyrene, Kingslander woman? Oh, good for you. Good friend. Oh no, that's his dad. Sir Oliver Tyrell. I've become trusting, so I'm a knight of he's a Knight of the Kingsguard who will do his duty. Especially my Lord Commander. I mean, my great uncle chose him himself. Hand-picked Lord Balon, who's quite, especially wielding Jaime Lannister's sword, becomes even better. Fighter. Let's see if we can intercept you. Iron King Randall has usurped the title. Lord. Sorry. I forgot for a second what I was reading. Iron King Randall. Randall Tarley became Iron King. That's the greatest twist ever. Has usurped the title Lordship of Red Lake from Victorian, Blacktide, Seastone Isles, Pike, High Lordship of Pike, and the Kingdom of the Reach, and the Iron Isles from Victorian Rage. Iron King Randall II. What do you mean the second? When has there ever been a first? Was there a Randall Greyjoy I don't know about? Perplexing. I have no idea what just happened. How he took the throne. Who's the Randall? Huh. Did I just pass him? A lot of Uragons and Herricks and whatnot. Not seeing a Randall. Weird. Maybe it's because of the reach. That's why they're calling him the second. I can only assume there was at least one Randall. Really? Huh. Well then I just don't know. Well, he's taken the reach, which makes Samuel Tarley a Prince of the Isles. I guess he's dead anyway. No, he's no prince, but Dickon is. Congratulations, Dickon Tarley, Lord of Brightwater. Already in high places, the heir to the Isles. Does he have his own driftwood crown? He does. That's so great. He has dragon blood. Love everything about this. Randall Tarley. Do they like him at least? Kind of. At least, I guess, stability of the Isles. That's great. Let's keep going. See if we can catch them. To all my subjects, the inheritance of the Iron Isles has been thrown into question, and so a great council must be held to determine who shall inherit the kingdom. All shall gather in Hornhill so we can vote for a new sovereign. Signed, Randall of the House Tarley, Lord Protector of the Iron Isles. Ah! Obviously knowing his duty, Randall has not crowned himself, but has made himself Lord Protector, and has called a council to declare new Lord of the Isles. Apparently, ooh, this is bad. The 4 candidates you have Gorman Volmark. Obviously, House Volmark has its claims because of the whore, the last whore. You know, because all the whores? I just call them whores. All the whores died out, and the only kind of tie is her, Mary of Volmark. So they're kind of descendants of the old Iron Kings. That's where he claims his right. We also have Princess Orsa Greyjoy, Euron's daughter. She's a dwarf. I can't see her winning. She's one also. Prince Baenar of Meereen, Baenar Targaryen. Now this will be an interesting one, because that would put a Targaryen in the Iron Isles, which I would have to deal with also. Now he is Victarion's son by Daenerys. That's rough for me. And finally, Alanis Volmark, another Volmark. I guess she comes. Wait. I guess she's, I don't know, closer to the line of succession than him, because he's a brother of a lord and she's the daughter of one. I guess they're both. Yeah, that's not the point. You know what I mean. I feel like Baenar is gonna win, although I can see Volmark or even Greyjoy because of her name winning. Don't see her winning at all. A woman Volmark, no. And he's kind of the wild card. I think it's between the two kids. It's gonna be an interesting thing, though. So if we can stop them, they've stopped in their tracks. The Iron Isles recently fell into a period of interregnum, with the Great Council of the Nobles being called to determine the heir. Gorman Volmark has been backed as the heir to the kingdom by his council, and has been crowned as Iron King. Prince Baenar Targaryen obtained 21 votes. Iron King Gorman II Volmark obtained 49 votes. Princess Orsa Greyjoy obtained 0 votes, and Alanis Volmark obtained 5 votes. Iron King Gorman Volmark has risen, wearing his driftwood crown. He has been given Dragonbinder and the ships Iron Victory and Silence, Victarion, and Euron's flagships. All hail the king. This is as good a place to leave it. With the great crowning of the new Iron King, Gorman Volmark, this episode will now end. Kind of my wild card, but I'm happy he got elected. He does, I guess, have a line. He has his own son, Prince Dan. Okay. Well, yeah. Anyways, that's it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. Next time we will continue the war. Meet these guys in battle to probably kick off the episode. Go around retaking some land. Hopefully see if we can finish off the war with Cersei. I'd like that, but I don't know. But yeah, that's in next episode. I've been Laser Pirate. Thank you very much. See you guys next time. And all hail Iron King Gorman Volmark.